the thing that stuck with me personally was the 4 P's of purpose, right? People, propensity, passion, and pro-social benefits, right? Can you share a little bit about all these 4 P's? And then how can we, embed these things in our lives as young people to achieve the things which are worthwhile?
Yes, great question. So I'm very proud of that 4 P's framework for purpose. In part because when you talk about purpose, sometimes it feels overwhelming to folks. Just like you talked about having a good answer to something. Yeah. When I talk to people about purpose, they feel like they have to have an answer that fits on a bumper sticker. And I've used this example before. Like, my purpose is to end world hunger or save the whales. And it's got to be something so lofty. And, all sacrificing. And what I say to them is, your purpose is personal. Yeah. It's about who you are and how you share your skills and gifts in ways to make an impact. And I think the 4 P's helps people break that down a little bit. It helps them think about their propensities. What am I truly good at? Where are my natural inclinations, my skills and strengths? It helps them think about their pro-social benefits they want to have. What's the impact I want to have on the world? How do I want to be remembered? The contribution I'll make. It helps them also think about their passions. What really lights me up? What excites me? Again, that's helped me think about my passions. What can I not get enough of? What are the things where I just kind of lose track of time? And then lastly, who are the people who've helped me along the way discern my purpose? Yeah. Help me reflect back onto me my skills and my strengths. While your purpose is personal, it is not a solo endeavor. Yeah. It is done in connection with others. Yeah. And so when you're trying to think about, gosh, what's my purpose? What gives my life meaning? It's helpful to think about, where are my propensities and my skills and gifts? What are the things I truly love in this world? And what's the impact I want to have on others? And how have I had people in my life help me understand those things and illuminate those pathways? I think when you break it down like that, it doesn't feel as intimidating, right? Yeah. And though I should say this, one thing we are consistently thinking about in the lab I'm working on is a 5P of place, where we're thinking about, how does your environment support your pursuit of purpose? What are the opportunities you need to seek out still in your environment? The experiences you have to help you get to that purpose. Yes, that's a great question. So first, it really helped me to have folks tell me things about myself. So often we're just not good authors of our own story. We don't really know what our strengths are. We don't know what our skills are. And I think for a lot of folks, they're fascinated by so many things. And so it's hard to really figure out, where's that perfect alignment between what I'm good at and what I really love? Yeah. And what do I really love? And so often I would ask mentors to give me feedback on, what do you notice about me? Like, where are the places where I'm really shining and where are places where I need to grow? And then it required a lot of self-reflection about, what are the things that I like that I just can't get enough of? And what are the subjects or the papers or the research that I could read for hours that I lose myself in? Where are the places where there's wicked problems that you can't really solve, yet I keep returning to them? Yeah. And so for me, it was a long process of doing just inventory. I'm like, where are my true passions? And not all of, I have passions outside of the research that I do. As you mentioned, I'm a mother. I have a robust family life. I'm obsessed with football. Unfortunately, the Packers are not having a great season, but I have a lot of passions outside of it. But what makes the work that I do purposeful is it's an alignment of my passions, my strengths, and contribution. I realize that I have these gifts and these things that I care about that I am uniquely suited to do. And so, again, I think it really helps having mentors around you who can help identify those things. Yeah. But it takes a lot of self-reflection on, like, what do you truly care about? What do you really love? And what are the things that you just cannot get enough of.
Wow. That's very powerful. That feedback loop that you set up by communicating and contacting mentors and people around you is a very, very good one that will help you discover who you are.
Yes.
You talked about the fact that you have a chop wood, carry water mentality, right?
Yes.
Can you explain that kind of mentality and how has that helped you to become who you are today?
Yes. So I think often when we think about what makes for a good life or a successful life, we have this vision of everything perfect, right? And whatever that might be for you, it might be a house with a white picket fence and a job and 2.5 kids and a car and a dog named Rex or whatever it is. You have this construction of what it looks like. And then you also simultaneously see around you folks who feel like they're ahead of the game. Why do they have everything figured out? Why are they, have so many followers? Why did they have every answer to the question of who they're going to be and what they're going to do to impact the world already? How do they already have a job lined up? Wow. And you start looking around and you're like, do they know the answers to the questions? And I don't even know the questions I should be asking. And so you start looking around and you think, there's this thing I want. And everyone's getting there faster than me.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? And what you realize is that's an illusion. That to really lead a life on purpose, it's not arriving as fast as you can to some destination. It is the everyday practice of your values and your strengths. And that progress and purpose is incremental. Wow. It is built cumulatively, bit by bit. And I think that's really helpful when you're looking around you wondering, am I behind in this race? You need to run your own race.
Yeah.
And make purpose a practice you integrate every day. How are you doing things that are aligned with what you care about and your greatest and highest good?
Yeah.
How are you engaging with the mundane? Because not everything we do is cup filling and super meaningful. I mean, I think grading is meaningful, but some of my colleagues will think, oh gosh, I got to grade papers on Canvas, or I'm doing something that feels like busy work. But you can find a meaning in that. And the more you view it as every day I chop wood, carry water, even if I've figured out my North Star, my compass, I have reached enlightenment. I know what I'm meant to do on this earth.
Yeah.
But just because you've reached that doesn't preclude you from every day engaging in it.
Sure.
And so every day I try to engage in it and view it as progress.
Yeah.
Not perfection, but progress. And understand that while folks may be running a race that looks much faster than mine, that I'm truly running my own race that I engage with every day.
Awesome. Wow. That's very powerful. And I want to circle back at something that you mentioned, right? The fact that we are in this illusion, most young people, I assume, that we are in this illusion that certain people's lives have been perfected already. They are running the race very swiftly and gaining the momentum every day. And you tend to ask yourself this question that you said, that what is wrong with me?
Yes.
I think a lot of young people ask these questions.
They do.
Which I see it this way, that there is nothing wrong with you, honestly. How should we face this kind of, questioning, that internal monologue that we have with our inner being, that what is wrong with me? How can we overcome that kind of doubt and things